Here's what I got in the last 2 weeks of March. The Kruidvat discount stores had Hot Wheels B-case. They don't often get Hot Wheels. Actually, it's been a while. So I was really glad to finally get some affordable Hot Wheels locally. So in the Hot Wheels Dream Garage, new for 2025, Legends Tour winner, the Mazda MX-5 Miata. When I had first seen this on YouTube videos, I thought I was not going to get it, but then when you see it in real life and you can get it for an affordable price, I was like, yeah, I'm grabbing this. So got a little thing here in the front as part of the window piece that I'm not exactly sure if these are lights or what. I'm not familiar with the actual vehicle. It's got this crazy shark fin in the rear. Cool wheels too. And this LED light bar all across the back. Exhaust visible, cut out in the bumper. Right-hand drive. I don't know where what country the winner is from. A lot of plastic on this though. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Would have been, yeah. I don't know what the roof is made of on the real vehicle, because I don't think it will be a soft top, because that doesn't look like something that can be folded down. But yeah, interesting vehicle. That was number 1. Here's number 4, 250. Nissan Skyline GTR 32 from Fast and Furious. Screen time. Cool wheels. Kind of a dark metal flake gray. It's almost black, but not quite. Tempos in the rear. On the side, we got that logo there. And nothing in the front when it comes to tempos. Yeah. I would have preferred tempos in the front and not have that badge on the side, but whatever. Tesla Model S Plaid in the Hot Wheels EV theme. Got the spoiler up, Hot Wheels Plaid on the license plate, and then also the logo there, the Plaid on the right. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here in the back. It's more than usual, it seems. It should have the yoke steering wheel. Let's shed some light on that. You can see that. That is indeed the yoke steering wheel. Then we got the Custom 53 Chevy in the Hot Wheels Art Cars series. First Chevy from the 50s. I'm going to see another one later. It's slammed. It's got the Hot Wheels Tiki Time livery. Got the see-through hood with a chrome engine underneath. That is part of the chrome interior. The letter C on top and these tiki masks. Have a cool theme, and we got the chrome interior that also makes for the bumpers and the grille in front. Another new casting, the Morgan Super 3 in the Factory Fresh. All metal casting. Well, it's that small. So they really should give us the metal on metal if it's this small. A lot of deco on this. Nothing in the front for these headlights that Make me think of some kind of a bug or something, because they're so close together. Super Team 03. So we got one tiny wheel in the back and then these pizza cutters in the front. Two-seater. All over protection bars here. Cool. I'm looking forward to the Matchbox version too. Then we get the 1987 Audi Quattro, factory fresh. It's interesting that we again have 3 cars in a row that are kind of in a similar or comparable color. Noticed that too with the Matchbox, I believe, the last time, the previous video. Very nicely tempoed in the front, even got the wraparound lights, got the 4-ring logo on the side, no tempo in the rear. There seem to appear a lot of Hot Wheels logos here and there again, like yeah, maybe it's just me that's just noticing that they seem to do that more, at least on these clean livery cars. (1990) Honda Civic EF in the 70s versus 90s theme. So kind of a then and now theme, but limited in years. Honda Civic EF. VTEC. Got the headlights. Often these headlights are a little bit off if you find them. A little bit of print too on the H for the Honda logo. No tempo in the rear. It's got the good rivet that's attached to the hatch in the back and not a post going through the back seat. Sweet. Then we got the Fiat 500e, Hot Wheels EV also in gold. So the American electric Fiat 500, cool rims, Italian flag, 99. I don't know if that is a significant number or what. Nicely detailed in the front. And no tempo in the rear, but we get 3 tempo sides. That's not bad. Now the new casting, Ford Mustang GTD, Mustang 60th anniversary theme. I thought it had a adjustable spoiler lip in the front, but it doesn't. It goes up a little bit, upwards a little bit, but just a tiny bit for the track, I guess. So gloss black painted roof. Got these vents here in the hood that are plastic, part of interior probably. Headlights are tempoed and these latches too. And we get the tail lights, the GTD logo. Got some silver and the pony on the license plate. So not bad. This is yeah, nice one. The Mitsubishi Lancer, but then the Malaysian version of it, Proton Saga, factory fresh. In a flat white. That's interesting. Did not see that through the blister, that this was a non-gloss version. Got the lens headlights, that's always nice. Side deco, no rear deco. At least this casting is detailed, so you can see the tail lights, the license plate button for the or the lock for the boot or trunk. Lamborghini Huracan Starato in the Safari mode. Cool. This is gloss black. It's got some issues here from the factory. I don't know what's up with that. I didn't see it in the store. Number 63. No tampers in the rear. Do get a lot of them on the side and on top here. The front at least. The back, it's a window for the engine. There's also something going on here. I'll see if I can get this off or if this is in the paint. We'll see. Got the pizza cutter wheels, pizza pie wheels, I mean. Yeah, not everyone's a fan of those, but I like these. The 1988 Jeep Wagoneer. Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. A bit of a wild deco, but I like the color, this kind of metallic dark pink. It's cool. It's got that neon green interior. Wild stuff. I like this casting. Here we got that other 50 Chevy 1955 Rod Squad. Chrome base. Also is lowered. Bigger wheel in the back that is tucked in. This says Phytech fuel injection. Okay. Bel Air. This is kind of an odd deco, this here. But, if it just had these bronze stripes with the bronze door handle and stuff, I would have preferred that, but okay. Nice grille. Just side deco. And a red interior. That's nice to see a different color interior. And of course, on the roof, we got one too. Jeez, I didn't see that. That's nice. Yeah, that's okay. Just on the side, I would have liked it a little bit more simple. Does it say something in the front here? I can't read that. Maybe it says Chevrolet there, but paint is too thick to see. We got also something in the paint here in the back. Okay. Subaru BRZ J Imports or Jimports, as my buddy Fex that on YouTube says in his videos. Pandem. I'm not a fan of that front bumper. I like the big wing on the back. That's okay. I don't mind that. Thought we would have a diffuser in the back, but it's, something like it, but not Venturi maybe. Right-hand drive, that's good. Yeah, except for the front end, I like it. There's a new casting, I didn't pay attention to that. It's the first time me seeing it, at least. DMC DeLorean, this one I initially did not pick up, but then a few weeks later, or sometime later, They did a sale evening. That means that they are open longer because usually they close at 6. So by the time I get off of work, they are closed. And on these sale evenings, they're open till like 8 or something. And usually you get 1 or 2 items with 20% off. So I took this one. And another example of that Honda Civic. I debated on getting the Bronco. I like the color, but not the deco, so I left that behind. And the art cars. So wild livery on this, and also the window piece. That kind of pinkish. Seems to have a gray interior, but it turns pink because of the windows. I like that it's the letter T in the art cars, because of course, Time Machine also starts with a T, and you got the lightning, which is also kind of a reference to you know what. So that's cool. The livery I actually like. The window piece, no, that's too much. And the rims are fine too. I don't mind those. The Carrefour hypermarket had a bunch of these Hot Wheels 8 packs for only €9.99. They are trying to sell 10 packs for, I believe, $16.99, if I'm not mistaken. Might be more. So this is a similar price to the Action discount stores. And they had a bunch of them. So I looked through all of them, and this was the best one I found because this one has 7 licensed vehicles, of which only 1 I already have. So all the other ones I do not have. And this kind of F1-like vehicle in that Spectra Frost actually looks kind of okay. So yeah, it's very pleased. Oh yeah, there's 2 Porsches in here. There's 2 Hondas in here. A McLaren, a Chevy, and an Audi. So yeah. So we start with this one, the Hot Wheels F1 Racer, but nice color. It's not going to keep it, but I mean, it looks attractive. At least there's that. And there's this one. Already have this, the Chevy Super Volt, and this Apple Blue Sea Green, as we call it here. So the electric motor sticking out in the front, and in the back we got the huge spoiler, the chute, and the wheelie bars. Yeah, cool. Here we got the McLaren F1 in red, looking beautiful. I think they do a great job on these headlights. And then we get nice detailed backside too. Fantastic. Then we get to the Honda, the 1990 Acura NSX for the American market. Just the logo on the front there and a little bit of black paint on the spoiler for the top tempo. And then we also get rear deco. Nice. Hot Wheels on the license plate. Get to see the engine in the back. Sweet. And in the 2016 Honda Civic Type R in Metal Flake Orange, which looks fantastic. Deco in the front and in the rear. Again, Hot Wheels on the license plate. Very cool. Then we get to the Porsches. 1996 Porsche Carrera. This is a Magnus Walker livery, apparently. Yeah, it's not that attractive. You don't get the headlights. You get some, you do get the taillights, and unfortunately, yeah, some of the tempo print is missing. The shape of it is perfect because sometimes these look a little bit goofy, these these tail lights, because they have such a specific shape, but this one is actually really good. Unfortunately, yeah, it ran out of ink. But we get a lot here. We get the Carrera, we get the vent for the engine. Yeah. Again, these snowflake wheels, but in blue this time. The McLaren had them in chrome. And then we get the Porsche 911 GT2 in this beautiful metal flake blue. It's got the lens headlights, Porsche logo. And we get the taillights done. So this, by the looks of it, is a 997 GT2. Wow, what a beauty. Magnificent. And then the exclusive decoration vehicle for this 8-pack, 2019 Audi R8 Spider in yellow. Mine has some issues here with the Zamac casting and maybe the paint being a little bit too thin to cover that up. I saw that, but you know, it was the only one that had this good combination of vehicles out of all the bunch of 8-packs that were there. So we got yeah, a lot of deco on the rear. We got the fuel filler cap done here, and also this black paint with some gray paint for the grille on top of that. This is all plastic part of the interior, and we also get the front done. Yeah, tempo wise, this gets the whole 9 yards. Love it. No Hot Wheels logo on this one. It's got R8 Spider on the license plate. So they don't always put one on there, but very often. The Action Discount stores, I found two Matchbox mainlines, the Tesla Model S. It's also has a yoke steering wheel, so this might also be a plaid. Can do a little bit of a comparo with the Hot Wheels. So the Hot Wheels one has a bigger grille on the bottom of the bumper there. And is this a different model year because these lights are different, or maybe it's just because the plaid has a different bumper? I'm not that familiar with these Tesla Model S's. At work we get a few in every once in a while, but not that many. These are expensive cars. Yeah, definitely different bumpers in the back too. Have you seen these handlebars that they put on the door handles of Teslas? I've seen two cars this year that had these kind of I would say glue on, but it's not glue on. It probably has some 3M sticky tape on the back that you glue on or you stick onto the door handles, and then you have like an outside grab handle for your Tesla door handle. It looks odd, but it works very well, I have to say. And the other one, well, one hybrid and one electric, 2023 Toyota Prius Prime, new for 2025. There's two of each in that bin at Action. The other one had a little bit of a tempo that was not 100% in the front. So I grabbed this one, but this one has, again, some impurities in the Zamac, it seems. And also the back print is a little bit sloppy, but okay. It's good enough. I don't know what it says down there. Is that, let's say, Prime? I think it does. Prius Prime. Cool. Have not seen a lot of these actually. Do they sell these here? I suppose so, but I cannot remember seeing one of these locally. This side also has some issues, but they're not that bad. That's okay. Then at Aldi, they finally had some Matchbox 5-packs again. They get them like 1 or 2 times a year. I think it's just one batch a year, and then they put them in stores like in 2 separate waves. I only got the ones that had all new vehicles in there, because there's a lot of carry forwards 5-packs and models that were in the main line or another 5-pack that gets put together to make a new 5-pack. Kind of lame, but anyway. If I can find some of those cheaper, I will probably get a bunch of those. But yeah, at €8, it's €1.60 per car. That's kind of up there. So Italian roads, 1968 Lamborghini Miura P400S in this nice metal flake pink. We got the 2016 Fiat 500X. Not very popular, but they keep on churning these out. Then the 2019 Fiat 500 Turbo. This is sweet, nice sky blue color. 1965 Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA. Again, a mustard yellow, looking very sweet. And the 2016 Alfa Romeo Giulia. And a metallic green, very nice again. Sweet. And then we got the MBX Construction 7. There's only one licensed vehicle in here, and there's only 2 I want to keep, the Inc. and the National Parks one. The other 3 I'm not interested in. So usually I would not pick this up for this kind of money, but last year I did not pick up the construction one, thinking, I'll find it cheaper, and I never found it again. Well, at least not for less money than €8. So yeah, that's a bummer. So this time I decided to take it anyway, because these themes are very popular. We got the Skidster in that new orange construction vehicle livery. The Mini Dozer, same. The Mercedes-Benz Unimog U300 in the ink livery. Nice. The Road Stripe King in the National Parks livery, which is kind of odd. I guess there's not a lot of road that needs to be striped in the national park. But, maybe I'm wrong. And the MB Excavator. Yeah, that looks like a lot of plastic. So I'll open these up whenever I get to do the 2025 5-packs video. And then there were the Amazon Spring Deals. Each year they do that. Unfortunately, this year I did not get an email from Amazon Belgium telling me they were giving this amount of discount for the Spring Deals. So I was kind of disappointed, but, on Sunday I had some time. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go check online to all 4 Amazon websites that are always open on my computer, the Netherlands, Germany, France, and Belgium. And I did manage to find some stuff, to my surprise. So on the German Amazon, I found these 3. And then on the Belgian Amazon, I got these 2. So let's start with the Siku. On the, I think there was only one of these 3 that was an actual spring deal, and the other 2 were just reduced. So this is a car with trailer set, 155 scale, as all the Well, most of the Siku cars are. Normal price 23.49 according to Amazon, and was for sale for €9 in with German VAT. They have 19% value added tax, but in Belgium it's 21. So that gets recalculated at checkout. So €9.15, not much more. I had to pay. Got the Porsche official licensed product sticker there. Here it shows some features. So the bed of the trailer tilts, so the car can drive off. It's got the gull-wing doors. Here on the back, some more info on the vehicles, some stats. And then here we got some illegal mumbo jumbo, made in China. Let's take a look. The previous set was one with 2 American vehicles in there, in blue, same livery. Wasn't a fan of that, so I never got that. And since these are nice vehicles and different colors and fairly recent, I think these have been used for, not that long, or this set, I mean. So the Porsche Macan Turbo, silver. So it's got rubber tires, which are, strangely enough, kind of attached to the rim. So I cannot separate these. Wow, that's a first. I've never seen that before. That's odd. But anyways, a oversized Porsche logo. That's a bummer. Do get lensed headlights and lensed taillights. That is sweet. We get opening doors that are very stiff. We get a nice interior. Get some details on the door cards too. And we get some tampos on the lift gate in the back. The rims are generic. And of course got the trailer hitch. The panoramic sunroof is strangely all metal. I don't mind. I will never say no to extra metal. But then the grill, the base clips into the grill part there, so they only have to do one rivet. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we get the Gumpert Apollo 2009. Again, rubber tires, but these are separate from the rim. Nice metal flake green. Got the Gumpert logo there and some black paint for these vents. And front there's cutouts for the plastic grill behind it. That is part of the interior or the base. This one, yeah, probably also generic rims, but yeah, totally different than what we usually get from Siku. Unfortunately, this casting has been dumbed down to have tampoed headlights and tampoed taillights. In the past, I'll show you, this had lensed taillights and lensed headlights. Now, with these headlights not having silver behind them painted, they look kind of odd. So it's not really that bad. We do get some extra tampos I see here. And those black vents compared to this one. The side we also get the black painted vent that is pretty much the same. And in the back we get plastic vents cutouts in the Zamac, part of the base or interior, and then the car make and model name there. Oh, and this one gets some black for the exhaust. that the other one does not get. Interesting. So we gain some tampos, but we lose the lens lights. You win some, you lose some, I often say. Gullwing doors, they don't open up that far. They have no detail on them, unlike the Porsche. It's a very dark interior. Maybe I can shed some light on that. Yeah, that looks, oh, sorry, that's not focused. That looks okay. Let's tilt you guys down so we can drive that on there. Oh yeah, this you have to pull back. Then it loosens the pin that holds the trailer on the tow hook. And that also loosens the bed, which is metal, by the way. So this is mostly metal, this trailer, except for this plastic part that holds the axles. And of course, this slide thingy. It's a licensed trailer, by the way, from Buckman. And it's got a license plate and tail lights, even these thingies, these pigtails. Cool. So let's drive that Gumpert on there. Kind of tilts back up if you don't hold it down. There you go. And then it's kind of hard to close it back up with just the handle. You have to kind of push the bottom part forward. There you go. It's got a lot of movement on there. It's not really fixed. Does that fit in there just like that? Yes, it does. Put it to the side. Then we got this huge crane, also in 155 scale, so comparable in size to the cars. Mobile crane. Again, we got some features, stuff that it can do. And also the stats on the vehicle. And then here it says made in Poland. So that is a very cool thing. Diecast made in Europe. Imagine that. That's awesome to see. And these are the numbers. So not a huge discount as the other one, but still good enough. Let's take a look at this one. This is so heavy that it actually ripped the cardboard here in the back. Because it's mostly metal, except for the boom. I'll put that to the side because I'm running out of space on the table. Also great touch here, that hook is pressed into that cardboard piece. I'll see if this just lifts out like that. Yes, it does. Great workforce they have in Poland, so I don't expect any issues with this. We got some grease here from the rubber tires. So we got, again, a plastic piece that holds the axles down or up, whatever you want to call it. Just nothing printed here on the base. Seems like just something is erased here, interestingly. Oh, there's some info there. Yeah, made in Poland, and then a few numbers. We got these soft mirrors, because in the packaging, it's this mirror is sitting against the the see-through piece of the box, the window box, so that way if it was hard plastic would break off. We got a smoked window, makes for these cherries on top, and also these lights in the front. We got a hook here, so the I guess this thing can hook in there somehow. I think I have to pull it up a little bit, and then it'll probably stick in there like that. Yeah, and you have to kind of hold it down like that. Yeah, that's cool. And it's a nice weighty metal hook too. Got a few gloss black plastic parts. I got this cabin that is also metal. No details tamper-wise in the back, but the casting is detailed. A few steps here. And we got 8 rubber tires, very chunky. Another plastic mirror, of course. We got this handle to wind up the rope for the hook. Let's pull out these outriggers, or whatever you call these. All metal, of course. I did a comparison video of a Siku crane and a Matchbox crane a long time ago. And that video actually did pretty well back in the day. Possibly because of the Matchbox real working rigs crane that was in there. So this thing has a little cylinder there, a piston that kind of keeps it down and has quite a lot of strength. This pulls out also. I think you have to give the rope some slack to pull it out. But how does that work? Oh yeah, you have to pull this out to be able to turn it, because otherwise it doesn't clear the metal part here. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So that, you see, it immediately falls down because it's so heavy. And then this, I'll put it down a little bit so you can see, extends like that. And then in the meantime, it kind of unravels. Yeah, it's going to go pretty far, I think. This is plastic, the boom, as I said. There you go. That's the furthest it will go. And I think maybe this part also extends. Yeah, there you go. So quite a long boom. It will definitely not fit on the screen. Wow, yeah, that's a whopper, all right. Look at that. That's just, yeah, huge. Let's pull this up a little bit, and I will slide it back in so it stays put. That's actually a very clever thing. That way, it stays put and the hook doesn't fall down. Cool. Yeah, very nice one. Definitely a quality piece, made in Europe. Oh yeah, and it of course it turns 360 degrees, as you saw on the box. Sweet. Let's put it to the side. I have to slide it in a little bit. There you go. Then the last one from Germany. Majorette gift pack Toyota racing theme. This was a little bit less than 12 euro in with German VAT. So I ended up paying a little bit more than 2 euro and 40 cents per car, which is an okay price, but there's two street cars in there that do not have opening parts. So yeah, kind of lame. I guess because it's limited to Toyota vehicles, that there wasn't that much choice, although they did do a lot of Toyota vehicles over the year. And if I find the time, I will do a video on all Toyota castings, because I have, as far as I know, at least one example of each Toyota casting that they ever did. So yeah, in honor of this gift bag, I would like to do a video on that. Let's see if I can find the time for that. And then we can also kind of see what else they could have put in here. But I'm guessing Toyota had a lot of say in it, because, you know, they're kind of difficult, as I've mentioned before. Mattel once lost the Toyota license for a few years. And I guess they were kind of strict on what molds they could put in here, I'm guessing. Not sure, but possibly. So in the back, usually it shows the opening parts, but this time it does not. That's interesting. Usually they do that, but not in this case. Again, maybe Toyota didn't like that. Who knows? So it's kind of a raceway, a track with some stages, podium. Okay. Did some preparation. I already cut open the sticker there, the tape. I already got this out and took the cars off because they were very tight on there, and now it's going to be easier to take them off. Let's start with the Toyota 2000 GT as the only oldie in here. I might have already shown that in the sports cars, although I'm not sure this white one was in there. The window boxes, the sports cars. I know there's a yellow one in there. I'm not sure if this white one would have been in there. Probably not. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the year on the box. This is quite an old set. Oh no, this is not that old. Sorry, I'm mistaking it with that one. Bangkok, 26 February 2024. So yeah, already more than a year ago, but you know, it's 2024 release. So we got the knockoff wheels with the red turn thingy to lock the wheels. Lens headlights. We got the I need to have my Swiss Army knife to help me with this. There you go. So we got the engine cover that opens the opposite way. And it's really stiff. Like that. Yeah, not a lot of engine detail. But it's a separate piece for the engine because the base is black and the interior is red. So that's not something you get from the Mattel brands. Definitely not. So full deco on these. And suspension, of course. I will put these back in there or on there after the video. I'm not going to spend time on that now. We got the Toyota Hilux Revo. A lot of suspension travel on this, rightfully so. White interior, I don't see that very often. So it gets the white clip on the trailer hitch. So again, full deco, nicely detailed. Lens headlights, of course. Then the Toyota GR Supra SZR. This is more like the typical Toyota racing livery, I think, with the white base color and then the red and the black, I guess. Not that I'm that familiar with it, but looks more appropriate. Of course, the lens headlights again. Let's wait with this one because that's a new one to me. I do not have any version of that casting yet. The Toyota Corolla Altis. Looking really sporty with these wheels that say Majorette on them. Got the fog lights done, that's nice. Hook assembly model. What I noticed is that these rear wheels stick out a lot, and I thought it was because they have these sporty wheels on there, but then I compared it with other street cars, regular release, and it's also like that. So yeah, in the front it's not that much, but definitely in the rear. Yeah, it's a bit funky looking, but I like it. Don't mind it at all. And then we get the Toyota GRMN Yaris. I always think of Gremlin when I read that. Don't know why. So here we get a center section of the front bumper here, the grille that is plastic, part of the base, it seems. Yeah, plastic base, of course. In the back, it's got a lot of suspension travel, not that much in the front. Again, of course, lensed headlights. This one's got the opening doors, right-hand drive as it should be. And again, good looking interior. Got a little spoiler on the rear window that trying to see. I think it's plastic. Yeah, it is plastic. So they can put a little bit more detail on there if it's plastic. Nicely detailed in the back. GR4. I'm trying to read what it says there. Let's see, GRMN, or what does it say there? Nice flat black. Yeah, GRMN, I think it says. I don't know what that stands for. Someone would tell me in the comment section, for sure. Cool, nice one. And then on Belgian Amazon, I'll tilt you guys up a little bit again. Hope I didn't make you nauseous. I was looking for stuff, didn't really find much, but then I noticed a small print. It said something of 10 euro off. So I clicked on there, and then I saw that it said if you spent 50 euro, you got 10 euro off. So basically 20% off. So despite the fact that I did not get an email for that, they did do that discount again that they do pretty much each year. So I was very pleased, and then I started looking at a good combination to get as close to 50 euro to maximize my discount, because you know me. And I managed that. I'm just a few cents over 50 euro with these two. So first up, we've got from the French Touch set, celebrating 60 years of Majorette in 2024. The only Peugeot in that set, the 3008 GT in the trailer set. Usually it says trailer here on the side, but now it says French Touch. It probably says it here in the back. See, trailer assortment, 4 different trailers, 2024 release, packaging date, I mean. well, release also. So it's a little bit over €7, reduced to 564. As I mentioned before, it is hard to get a licensing agreement from Peugeot, and that's why there's only one Peugeot in the whole French Touch set, which is yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's sad, really. That's what I should say. It's really sad. I looked it up, and there's also one Volkswagen in that set, kind of probably to compensate for the lack of Peugeot. One Land Rover, which is also kind of odd, but then again, if you're missing out on an important French car make, you have to do something. There's 3DS, so the luxury brand of Citroën. There's 5 Citroën, and there's 7 Renault. Unfortunately, no picture of the other ones in the set, but there's too much mumbo jumbo in the back to actually do that. Let's open this up, stick my finger in there, and then just pull. So they had the other ones too, or at least 3 of the 4 at least they have. Maybe 4 or 4, I'm not sure. I decided to get this one because, with so limited number of Peugeots that they do, this is almost like a chase, right? I mean, not really, but yeah. If they become hard to get hold of, Peugeot, it's kind of like a rare thing, right? So I thought, of all the ones in this trailer set, I should get the Peugeot. So this is a 2008 GT. There's not much info on the trailer. It's a metal trailer. Let's unhook it. There's already a paint chip. It was also there in the packaging. I did not mention that, but that's a common thing with Majorette, unfortunately. So yeah, suspension. It's representing Bretagne at the coast, opposite to Great Britain. Nicely detailed in the front. Even got some silver on the bottom there. It's a really nice detail. Of course, the lens headlights. Got a flag on the roof. That is probably the flag for Brittany. And again, nicely tempered in the rear. It's a non-metallic white. Yeah, it's just a gloss white. And we got a hatch that opens up. Not that far. That's all we're getting, but good enough, I guess. And then we get the trailer with the boat. So, because it's a province of France that is by the coast, it's being represented with a boat is, well, not a bad idea. So we got a plastic part that keeps the, well, I was going to say keep the axle up, but it's not. It's the axle is held up by metal clips, part of the trailer bed, but it's just for these hooks to clip the boat in, and there's a lot of black flaking from that trailer. That's annoying. Here we got the boat, so the hull is metal, just a gloss white, and then everything else is plastic. And as you probably notice, it's got the red, white, and blue from the French flag colors. Got the fish on there. Yeah, cool. I'll tilt you guys down again because it's not the first time we've seen this combination. So I dug out the other one. Well, dug. It's right next to me, so didn't have to look very far. Here's the other one. A French fire department livery, and this same combination. Of course, got the light bars on there. So yeah, that's nice. They didn't take too many risks to get a licensing agreement on this one, because it's same combo as they already done. So I think they were playing it safe, thinking they already gave us a license for that other one before. Maybe if we don't change too much and just put these two together again, we can get an agreement. And yeah, it worked out. Whew, whew, lucky. Yeah, the French, there's different kind, all right. Then I got this thing. So Majorette Discovery Pack Porsche Edition, 20 vehicles included plus 2 mystery vehicles. This has been on sale for years. I saw it for sale back in the day when the macro stores still existed, but they have been bankrupt for a few years now. Here's all the vehicles that are in there. They're kind of lined up per model. So here we got the 718, the Boxster. There's 6 of those, only one with the roof piece. Then we got the, I believe, 991, 911 GT3 RS. Got also 6 of those. And we got one 934, one Panamera, one 992 convertible without the roof piece. And then we got the 918 Spider, 4 of them, and one Cayenne. So there's going to be a bunch of repeats or models that already have, but I'm hoping for some new wheels maybe. And there's also going to be a bunch of colors I did not already have. Yeah, I'm going to flip it over. So there will be some flippers inside to show you the date. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Old packaging date, Bangkok, the 7th of February of 2022. So it's been at the Amazon warehouse for 3 years now. So almost 43 euros normal price. And with the 20% off, 34.40. So €1.56 per car. That is a good deal. You know what? We're over an hour already. I'm going to keep you guys in suspense. Well, this has been featured on a lot of other videos already, I think. I'm going to do a separate video on these. And got the Majorette carry cases with all my Porsches. I got 3 of those. I'm going to put those in the background and then open that box up and then compare what I got and see if there's other wheels and different colors and stuff like that. And then we can see what has been done already and what's being added to the collection. How about that for a plan? Agree? See you then. Thanks for watching.